Hi guys.
Hi.
Right, we are attempting to go live tonight. I'm on my third choice phone because the other two have got no signal. So we're without a few of the apps that we usually like to use, but we we do have some signal here with this one, so we're going to try and do it. We've got to be very wary because there's houses just across there and across there. And the road runs quite busy, but we're right next to the road, so we need to be careful where we shine our light, first and foremost, so we don't cause any accidents. But we're actually, like we said before, for Halloween week, we are on somewhere that we know very well, but it's known by a lot of people as the Ghost Isle. And we're actually at a place called Wooten. And the place we're actually at is a cemetery that originates from the late 1800s. 1890 was when it was actually finished being built, alongside a... Hi Sammy, thanks for watching us again. As I was saying, it was built in 1890, but by 1909 the place was abandoned. The reason it was abandoned is because a new parish took over the area and they decided they wanted to build a purpose-built church and cemetery and not just have a standalone cemetery. And in doing so... Hi Patricia, thank you for joining us. So this place was then just left and has been left ever since, because the other church we've just driven past at the top of the road, from the date that happened, is when there was a lot of reports started coming in of apparitions being seen. Nothing negative, I must say, but all things where there's sightings been seen, and it's all been put down to the fact that the people that have been laid to rest here are unhappy, because when they were laid to rest here, they were done so in the knowledge that this was going to be a ground that there'd be potentially family and friends, and it's just not the case, because it was only used for 19 years. After which point, like I say, it all went up the road and this then became sort of defunct. It wasn't used anymore. So, like I say guys, you have to bear with me because I'm using a phone that I'm not used to using, because the other two that we would use have both got no signal. So, with that in mind, my name's Ian.
I'm H.
The Paranormal State of Mind.
Let's do this.
Hi Sherry, thanks for joining us. Right, let's get the torches out. There we go.
It's literally pitch black already.
It is. Alright guys, as you can see, that's the gate that we've come through.
Yeah, there is a road right there, so
But
if you
it
hear
is
any
right
noise...
on a main road. So there's not even a footpath to this place anymore.
No.
So there is a bench down here which was put in by some of the locals, because obviously they do still have family here.
Oh, path again.
But it's...
Oh, it's relatively small.
yeah, it's not a big place.
Oh, there's a little stone thing.
This actual cemetery itself isn't used anymore for burials. Everything was then taken further up the road.
I've got to shine my torch lower towards the floor.
Yeah. We've just got to be very careful of what we're doing, because of the thing. There are some memorial stones that have been placed up here. That one just says, always remembered together forever. There's no date. That one's just a memorial stone.
Mm.
But they're the only new ones that are up here, because they're not allowed to be buried on this ground anymore.
Oh, the grass is quite deep here.
Yep.
I'm just going to follow where you've put your feet.
Right, let's have a quick walk around, guys. I say it's not that big, but we've just got to be careful what we're doing because
There's
I don't know if you can
houses.
see in the distance those lights. If we walk too far that way with our torches, we are clearly visible.
It's not that we're doing anything wrong. People might think that.
Hi Elaine.
Just careful of that.
We good, thank you. It's just me and H tonight. Connor hasn't made the trip. He didn't make the cut this time.
Didn't qualify.
Right, so I'll just have a quick walk around the place.
The grass is very
For anyone that
overgrown.
didn't catch earlier on, what I just said is we are the 1898. So all these were done in the time frame that they were told it was going to carry on as a family cemetery. And the like I say, the reports that are coming back are from apparitions being seen, and it only started happening when they moved the cemetery and didn't take anything with them. The building itself would have been right at the back where those big trees are now.
Oh my
And
god.
we've got to be really careful because it's really uneven floor. So where that big tree is there is where there was like a tin hut building, and that's what the original building was, but because the new parish council took over, they decided they wanted a more permanent feature.
I'm trying to step where you've been stepping.
I can't even see where I'm stepping.
You
Guys, I'm
can't see
sorry
where
if
the
the camera
floor
works
is.
all over the place at the minute. But what do you think we go towards where the building would have been, or?
I'd say start there and then just gradually work our way back to the exit. Ow. I literally can't even see where I'm walking, man.
It is really difficult to walk on this. Like I say, guys, this isn't a tended grave
The grass is
anymore.
really long.
Some locals do come over and they will trim it every now and again.
Just almost
But the
fell
grass
over
is
again.
about a foot deep at the minute. We can't really see where we're walking. Right, so just before we start doing any kind of investigation, just a little recap for anyone that's since joined us. We are a place that we know well, but for a lot of others it's simply known as the Ghost Isle. It's in the UK and we're currently in a place called Wooten. Now, for anyone that knows that, they'll know exactly where we are, but we are...
What was that?
Big pile of mud I've just gone through. But we are in... Oh, I'm now in a ditch. Hold on. Guys, I'm falling everywhere here. Right, but we are in the Ghost Isle. A place called Wooten, and the history behind this place is in 1890 it was built and designated as being a ground for rest. It was done as a cemetery and a purpose-built building with it, but the building was only made out of tin. And the new parish council that came in 1909 decided that wasn't good enough. They wanted a purpose-built church and cemetery with the church, which is just up the road. Hi Jackie, thanks for watching, thanks for coming back, really appreciate it. Like I was saying, from 1909, when everything moved from these grounds, is when everything started having a more eerie
Oh, that's where it would have
nature.
been. That there's wood.
It's not we're not aware of anything nasty or anything horrible here.
Oh no, that's an old
But
bench.
the people that were laid to rest are said to be unhappy at the fact that they weren't taken to the new ground where their friends and family would be. And that's why there are apparitions here and sightings here, and have been since 1909. So that's where we're at tonight. We're going to do just a short live tonight. We've got a couple more coming up in the week. Again, the place, the island we're on, is notorious for having really poor signal. So it is all signal dependent. Like I say, this is the third phone that I've gone to tonight to go live. Because the other two were having none of it. So, with that in mind, we've got some signal. It does keep saying slow connection, so just
bear with us.
Oh, you've got COVID. We'll get well soon, guys. I did see the post earlier
well
on saying that
soon.
you weren't going live, but hopefully you can sit and enjoy ours instead. Right, I think we're going to go towards the back here to start with, simply for the fact that this is where the building was, and this is the reason it all got moved.
Right, yeah.
And then we'll move from here
Gradually
through the cemetery
back to where we started.
And then we've got a lovely walk up a nice country lane in the dark to get back to my car. So we're trying to avoid being seen by some of the locals which live right by us. And I don't think they'd appreciate it if I'd have gone and knocked on the door and asked to come park on the drive. Hi Malcolm.
Hi.
Thank you very much for watching. Lovely to have you back. So, I reckon we go from here. If the camera shakes, guys, I'm ever so sorry. I'm trying to adjust hands so I don't get different devices out. We're without a third set of hands tonight, so.
He's usually the cameraman.
Yeah, I usually give the camera to Connor. So, do you want to get the EMF out?
Yes, I can.
There's no way to put it on there, is there? So, let's go to here because it's right by where the building would have been. I'm on.
I think I'm gonna fall over literally like every step I take.
Let's put it around by here. Okay.
We're like in between where the building was and where the grave is.
Oh, I'm all over the place here.
Oh, there's a ditch there.
I know. Oh, and there's a big lump of concrete there. Right, put it up against there so there's something to lean against so we can see it.
Right, this won't fall through.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get the same as what we had on Wednesday and he gets knocked over and we're told to quite impolitely do one.
I'm wobbling over.
Right, have you got the cat balls?
Yeah.
Drop them out as well. Put a couple on top.
Let's hope they balance.
There's one. That's it.
That's how the bird or leaves falling off the tree. I don't want to drop it like random because
there's noises in the bushes around us at the minute.
I know where those two are. Oh my god.
Right. So you come back then.
Right, I found somewhat even ground to stand on. Although that is already going off.
Yeah, the EMF's going crazy already.
And we're not close enough to it for it to go off by the phones.
Right. So guys, I'm going to start doing a call out now. and let's just see what we get. So, are there any spirits here with us tonight that would like to come forward, communicate with us? Use our energy if you need to do so. If you're able to, we've placed some clear balls on top of this gravestone and on the floor. If you could touch one of those, move one of those, pick one up and throw one of those if you'd like to.
Pass through it.
They will light up red and blue. If you do that, it'll show us that you're here with us. Also, on the floor leaning up against the gravestone, there's a little black device. It's called an EMF meter. And if you go near that, it should go from green all the way up to red.
Which is happening
It's
right now.
already going up to that kind of thing there. So again, if you touch it, go near it, pass through it, it should change the lights. And finally, in my hand, we have another device. This is called a telephone. It wouldn't be a telephone that you were used to, but it is what we now use as a telephone. And on this telephone, I've got something called an app on there, and it picks up radio frequency signals. And if you try to communicate or try to talk, it is believed that this app can pick up what you are saying and convert them into words. So we should be able to hear what you're saying to us. So if there is somebody with us tonight, could you please come forward? We mean you no harm. We're here in peace. We are not that kind of people. We're not here to do anything.
We're only here to communicate with you.
We want to communicate with you and prove that it can be done. That meter just hasn't stopped. It's not solid on red. It's up, down, up, down. If it is you affecting that black box on the floor, thank you very much for doing so.
Oh my god, I thought that was something then. It's not, it's a star on the tree, look.
So is there anybody here with us tonight? Oh, it's going off.
Oh.
Take your torch off you.
Listen for my voice.
Right.
You can hear it.
That's going off, and then it's just said, listen for my voice.
A lot of loud noises, we can't really...
Yeah. Greed.
Can't really say tonight.
Right, the word greed that's just come through is actually very relevant, and it's the reason why this cemetery and church were moved, because they wanted a purpose-built building so they could collect money and donations off people that were coming in to sit down. So it was deemed that the person that was in charge was being greedy and wanted money off them. So that is a really, really relevant word to what's just come through.
Yeah.
You are supported.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So the person that's just made the cat ball go off and he's lighting up the black box on the floor and talking through the device in my hand, could you tell me your name, please? My name's Ian.
I'm H.
Gone off again. Move the torch. Move the torch.
Alison.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alison.
Thank you.
Right, guys, so we're talking to somebody called Alison. She's lighting up the cat ball, she's setting off the EMF, and the answers that are coming through on the Spirit Talker are very relevant. So, thank you very much for doing this, Alison. Alison, is there a reason?
Courage.
courage. Is it taking you a lot of courage to do this with us? Is there a reason why you'd like to communicate with us, Alison? Would you like to say your side of the story? Because we're aware of the fact that this was supposed to be sacred land and you'd all agreed in the local area for this to be used, and then it was taken away from you and it's been moved somewhere else now. So we are aware of the story. Could you give us any more details?
Horse.
Horse. What do you mean by horse, Alison?
That's got to be a bird.
There's a lot of movement over there, guys, but it's bushes that lead onto a farmer's field.
No, get out.
No, get out. So are you saying you don't wish to communicate with us anymore, Alison? Or is this somebody else?
Yes, sir.
Somebody else.
Thank you. So this is somebody else. Could I take your name, please? Oh, it's going red now. It's right up to the top.
See, what I can hear over there is the leaves falling off the tree.
Let me.
And then that star, like, hitting the tree as well, because it's right by all the leaves.
Residual.
It's gone off.
That's the type of energy, isn't it?
It's completely gone off.
I keep losing my balance.
Right, guys, that just fired up to straight up to red, and then completely went off. So whoever's talking to us now, could I take your name, please?
Many.
Many.
Are there many of you here with us now? Would you give me some names?
I'm from the 1400s.
If you're from there, that's not something that we're aware of. The land that we're on, the story that we're here for, is from the 1800s.
Book.
What do you mean by book?
Isn't that the Bible? That would be relevant. If you do hear loud noise, guys, we are right by a road, and there are cars driving past.
There's a lot of cars, as you'll see.
There was not when we first got here, but as soon as we get here, of course,
Literally, as soon as we walked through the gate,
everyone just decided to drive on this road.
Although when we were parking up, we witnessed the police chase as well. So
yeah, undercover cop. Guys.
That was him.
that was him.
Police chase.
What was him? We didn't hear anything. And who is he? Could you give us a name, please? There is a noise over there constantly. If somebody else is here with us, would you please come forward? Use the devices we've placed on the floor and on top of the stone. Use the device in my hand. We mean you no harm. Please come forward and communicate with us. That's all we're here to do.
Beware of the dark.
Beware of the dark.
That's why we're
Well,
here.
we've got to be very mindful of the dark while we're here because we can't see where we're standing, and it's very difficult to walk around.
Right.
So, hold on.
I can stand where you were just now.
Sorry for the shaky camera, guys.
It's a bit more solid.
I've got nowhere to.
I keep losing my balance because my foot's like slipping slowly into a ditch.
Right. Hold on. Oh. Right. I think that's a bit better. There we go. Right. We're back, guys. It is, Sherry. It's really, really dark. Without the torches, you can't see a thing. Without the torches, we'd have broke our ankles by now because the ground's so uneven.
I almost twisted it earlier with the torch. So.
Right. It should be a lot more stable now, guys, because I've managed to switch things into different hands. So I'll be able to hold this one better, and then I can use the spirit talk in the other one.
No, it's actually in the bush.
There's definitely stuff over there.
I think it is birds, but like, again, there's not as much noise over here.
Close.
Close. Are you saying I'm close now that I'm pointing the torch this way? I'm aware this is where the building was, and the building was the reason what they used to take this cemetery away. They said that it wasn't big enough for the purpose, but it wasn't voted upon by anyone in the local council. It was just the new parish chair decided that they wanted more bums on seats, effectively, and that's why when it came through earlier with the word greed, that is something that was described.
Demon.
Demon. Are you describing the person that did that? Is that what you think of them? Are you not happy that your friends and family weren't allowed to come down here and be buried with you?
That EMF is completely still.
Presence beyond mirror.
Mirrors are to do.
Describing.
We're not
Right,
doing
we don't have a mirror with us, so we can't do that. It's not something that we can do because we don't have one with us. Is there another way that you're able to communicate with us properly, please? We can't use mirrors. We don't have one.
They see the mist.
They see the mist. So there's no mist here at the minute.
1990s.
1990s. That would have said 1890s. It would have been very relevant. Is there a reason why you're talking about 1990s?
Something is wrong.
Something's wrong. What's wrong? Is there something we could help you with?
We will make a noise. She killed.
Who killed?
Serenity.
What does that mean?
Peacefulness. But it can also be a name.
I know that can be a name.
Yeah, Sammy, that might be the case. Somebody could have reported seeing a lot of Mr. N here in the 90s.
It could be like
There's a lot of stories involving this place, and it's all happened since 1909 when they decided they were going to go back on their word and move everything further up the road instead.
It could mean. See, that was a bird. I can hear the birds. Like
Yeah,
I just heard
there's
it
definitely
tweeting.
birds in that tree.
I just heard it go. Tweet, 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 tweet. It could mean by miss like the apparitions.
Can we keep talking?
Can we keep talking? Hopefully, that's what we're here to do. We'd love to keep talking with you. Could you set one of the balls off for us? One of those clear balls? Just to confirm that you'd like to carry on talking with us? Or make the device go to red again? It's just strange because that light.
You are very kind.
Thank you very much.
We do
We
try to
we
be.
try to be. There's no point not being kind in life.
I'm touching your hand.
Can you feel anything?
No.
No. Are you touching my hand or H's hand?
(1950s).
Keeps giving like decades.
We've got 90s, 50s. And like I say, there has been sightings all through the 1900s and recently as well. The last reported sighting was this year.
You are compassionate.
Thank you.
Does that mean kind?
Okay.
I'm taking my time.
Okay. Do you need to build energy? If you do, you're welcome to use any of ours. Use our energy, use our device's energy. Anything you need to use, you can use it just to be able to communicate with us. Let's see. Okay. You stay there a minute. Stay there.
Is it on that? Is it?
No.
Can you even read anything on there?
Yeah.
Alice.
Alice and Henry.
It does seem like a name from around like the 1900s, like late 1800s. Is it on any of these two?
Would you like us to move somewhere else? Would that be helpful?
Sound.
Sound. There is a lot of sound at the minute.
Does it mean like towards some of them graves? Because they're closer to the sound that's
Are you saying you'd like us to walk towards the sound?
just towards the road. The ones in this area, kind of.
You are powerful.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much.
The grass.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
I mean, that's what we think we experienced last week.
Yeah, we believe we came across a poltergeist last Wednesday. As they it's going up to red again now.
It's like,
Thing is, I'm actually further away now, guys, than what we were before,
mm,
and it's going higher on the meter. Take yours off, it says it was like.
I was treated bad.
You were treated bad. Do you mean after you were buried here? If you do, then a lot of people do agree with you. It wasn't ever agreed.
is that a mosquito?
No, go away.
No, go away. So is this somebody else that we're talking to again now? You're telling us to go away again?
Why would you like us to leave?
No, Sammy, it wasn't Alison. I thought it was when I first read it. It was Alice. Because that would have been amazing if it was.
Mm.
Black hair.
Black hair.
So it's describing me, 'cause it kind of looks like it. But
Are you talking about H? If you are, it's
brown
dark
hair.
brown.
But in the dark, it does look like black
It would
hair.
look black in the dark, obviously, but
There's a
it's
ditch
certainly
there.
not describing me because I've got none. So
A boy was killed.
So it said she killed and then a boy was killed.
right, there was a boy killed on this road
Was there?
in a car accident.
Oh. When was this?
It's nothing to do with this cemetery, but it happened right outside of it.
So like the noise referencing that.
So, are you talking about somebody that died in a car accident? Is that what you're talking about?
It just goes deeper there.
We're outside watching.
Literally on the road.
Okay. So you're saying you're outside of the cemetery right now? Seems a little bit strange that you're outside and we're inside,
Mm.
and we're trying to communicate with you from.
God, it's just a man and his dog. It was a man and his dog just ran past and I thought it was someone.
Pain.
Pain. Are you describing the accident right now?
These words are all relevant to that.
And this wasn't what we thought we'd get when we came down here, but I am aware that there was an accident on this road right outside this cemetery.
Did it happen long ago?
Well, I know the year was 1997.
Oh.
Keys.
Keys. Is there any relevance to that word?
Car keys. House keys.
Hold on a minute.
Sitting.
There's a bench.
Sitting. Are you talking about the bench over there?
I think the name was Harold on that bench. The name for it was Harold.
Like I said earlier, guys, the bench over there is fairly modern. It's not an old bench.
Mm.
And a lot of the community in this area do still come down and try to tend to some of these graves because it is still their families.
Mm. Which I think is a very
They
nice thing.
applied to get permission for that bench to be put in here, and they were granted permission for one bench.
How many cars will I drive
I
past?
don't know.
There's literally about 10 in a row there. There's 2 more coming.
It's just,
It is literally a
guys, you
motorway.
wouldn't believe we're down a little country lane here. Like, this isn't. It's not a busy road at all. Yet the second we've come here, it's turned into like the most busy motorway going.
Please go left.
That's where the bench is.
So you're taking us to the bench. Okay, would you like us to go over to the bench? Right. Pick up the cat balls. I think we go where it's asking us to.
I mean, it said sit in. It said stuff about the bench. There's grass on the cat balls. That's just me now because my phone is in my pocket.
Right, we're going to go over to the bench because we believe that might be where you're trying to guide us. As you're saying, go left, and that is that direction. Guys, bear with me because we're really struggling to walk in this. The grass is so deep, and there's just divots everywhere.
It's not even that it's overgrown that much.
Oh, ow.
It's because of all the ditches.
Oh God.
Right. The name on here,
Ryan.
Harold Barton Donald Brooke Webb.
Yeah, so this is a memorial thing here.
Yeah.
Ryan. It's just said the name Ryan.
What was that say? Brooke Webb. So,
It seems like the memorial parts are down this side because they're not actually buried here.
I mean, that could be one.
There's nothing on there.
Affair.
Affair? What do you mean by that?
What does that say? Living memory of. Doesn't look like any of the names that we've said. I've got a little mini disco going on in the hands.
We know they work. Fell.
Fell.
Be careful not to point it on the road.
Yeah. We've got to be like extra careful over here. What's this say? Laura. George.
Malicious.
Malicious.
Oh, that's Fell.
Oh wow, okay. Right, guys. You just said the word fell and then malicious. We've only just noticed, but this headstone has fell over.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these weigh a lot, so that isn't something that would have just tipped.
Happened. Someone's done that.
So someone's got to have done that, which means that it would have been a malicious act. Okay, well, thank you very much for pointing that out.
I mean, this is also kind of to the left of where we were, because we were over there.
Yeah,
We've had to
well, we
move.
were there.
We've had to move to the left and forward.
Right, okay. So we've just been guided in the direction of this, and then they've said fell and malicious. And this is what's in front of us.
I actually can't believe I noticed that.
Now, I'm pretty sure you know this is solid stone. These aren't things that just tip over like that.
It's not something that just happens.
It's been broken off and
You can see where it has
yeah.
though, because look, all the stuff that like kind of sticks it on is chipped.
Okay. I reckon we try putting the cat balls here then.
Do I put them on?
Oh, I've just said. Okay, so yeah, well, I've just said that. So
I'm a protector.
I mean, they're crosses. Do I just put them on this bit?
yeah, just put them on there and the EMF in front.
Slanted. I don't know if they're going to stay. I ain't going to stay on that.
I'll put them in front then.
In front on the grass.
And try and get one on the top of that, the part that has fell.
Please stay.
There you go.
There we go.
Right, so prop the EMF there. That's it. Just wait for the lights to go off. Okay, so I think we're over by where you've just led us to. We've gone from over there. We walked left and then saw what you described as falling over. And we believe that it was done maliciously.
It is also towards the road, which is what it was describing.
So if there's any spirits here with us now that have tried to lead us in this direction, could you come forward? If you could you show yourself to us?
I am Eliza.
Right, guys, it's just come through saying, I am Eliza. Okay, well, thank you very much, Eliza. Do you know what happened to this grave?
Getting a lot of activity through the MF tonight.
Yes, it keeps going from green up to orange at the minute. And then back down to green.
Usually doesn't go off, but
And as you say that, nothing happens. So Eliza, as it's not been yourself that we were talking to earlier, if you can see on the floor, there are some clear balls. If you touch them, pass through them, pick them up, throw them, they'll light up red and blue. It's a way of us knowing that you're trying to communicate with us. If you could do that for us, it'd be amazing. There's also the little black box on the floor that's leaning up against where the headstone was.
Doctor.
Doctor.
what? What does it say?
It said doctor, but as it said it, then there was a whistle behind us.
A whistle?
Yeah. Like that.
I thought that was that then.
No,
You did
that was me. I'm letting you know what it sounded like. Guys, can you let me know if you heard a whistle?
I didn't hear anything, but
The mics that we've got are actually too good because they've got noise cancelling things on them, and it stops everyone hearing everything.
a leaf. That's what a lot of that noise was. Leaves falling from the trees, so it's autumn. Oh, you
Eliza,
proper scared me
what
then.
do you mean by doctor?
Were you a doctor?
You are curious.
We are curious, yes. We want to know your side of the story. We'd like to know what happened to you. Is there anything we can do to help?
We have power.
You have power. If you have power, can you demonstrate that for us? Can you use your power, use your energy?
Helpless.
Do you feel helpless?
So you have power, but you can't do these things. Is that what you're saying to us? What can you do? What can you do to prove to us that the responses we are getting right now are legitimate? We've had very relevant answers when we were further down there.
Healing.
Doctor, healing. You proper scared me when you whistled, man.
I did just say I heard whistling.
Did you hear my voice?
Were you whistling?
Were you whistling? Stop moving forward.
Sorry.
Eliza, were you whistling just? Because I did hear whistling. Was that you?
No, that was a car. And it's still a car.
I've been watching you.
You've been watching us. Can you come forward and communicate with us properly? Could you show us that you're here? We appreciate that you have been talking to us, but we'd just like concrete proof that it is you. Could you set one of these balls off? Could you make the black box on the floor light up to red? It is going up.
Mm.
I'm back down to green now.
Chaos.
The cars are causing chaos. I can tell you that.
What do you mean by chaos?
Cursed.
Cursed. Yeah, Sherry, it looks like it's been tipped over, but we had the words fell and malicious come through just as we got to this.
Keep hearing
So I
noises,
think we've
don't
been
you?
described that this was tipped over by somebody. I mean, these things weigh a lot, so it's not something that would have just fallen.
Pull.
It pulled
Pull,
over.
was it pulled over?
Sorry.
Is that what you're trying to tell
Agatha.
us? Agatha. We can't see the name on there, can we?
No, there's no name on it that we can see. And nor on the wooden one. I've not seen that name or like read it.
Yeah, the
So.
one next to it is a very old one. It's a
Argue.
wooden cross.
It's going. So, go for it.
I don't know if you can see, guys. Move your torch away. The EMF it keeps going up towards red again now. So we're getting stuff come through on the spirit talk again.
Moan.
Arguing and moaning. So it was pulled over. So were people up here not very happy with each other and they were arguing and moaning and they then pulled this over? Is that what you're trying to describe to us?
Lad.
It was a lad. Okay. I mean, it looks like it's fairly recent.
Because it doesn't look.
The base is clean still.
The base is like not worn out.
You can see the glue as well. There's residue of the glue still.
Mm.
So this was a fairly recent happening that has made this go over. I'm guessing everybody in the cemetery that we're studying right now wasn't happy about this.
Team.
19.
That could either mean like the lad was 19. It could mean in the 1900s.
Could you expand on that for us? We'd like to know what you mean by 19.
Watched.
Watched. Did you watch it happen? Or are you saying we're being watched right now?
Keep hearing noises over there. Look right there. I know there's like a lot of leaves still there, but
Sammy, the answers that are coming through. I feel like I am having a conversation with someone. Just the lights are gone. So you can see that, guys. The lights just completely gone on the EMF.
Mm.
So it was up on red pretty much just, and there's nothing. Dip the torch. We're just on green there. Move your torch, have you?
I'm buried close by.
You're buried close
look
by.
at that.
But again, if this person wasn't buried here, how would they know that we're stood in the middle of a cemetery and that they're very
No.
close by? Nell. So is there a name Nell anywhere? Or
No,
Nelly or
but I can tell you, I did hear something like behind us.
Samuel, Sarah, $74.
Not really.
I lived right there.
Oh my days. Okay.
You've
I've just pointed
it to the house.
I've just pointed the torch towards the house that we're trying to avoid letting them know that we're here, and it's come through saying I lived right there. Now there is a row of 3 houses there, so it could well be that the person we're communicating to did live there.
Let's see if there is a now.
William, Leah. What's this one?
No.
Charles, Herbert, Mary.
I'm just
Let's
check
see what that one
this
says.
one. Emily Miles. That's literally the only name on there. Keep almost falling over. I keep hearing noises in there. It's probably just a bird, but still.
See, the reader's got his... We are nowhere near enough close enough to try and set that off at all.
We're probably like 2 meters away now.
We're a lot further than that. We're probably about 3.5 metres away where we are. I don't even see that flashing. Move your torch off your nose. Every time I try to show them the light.
Christy.
It's just like
Christy.
Christine is down there.
Where?
Down there. That it was the newest grave that you were on about earlier.
Oh, okay. That's not a grave, that's a memorial stone.
Memorial.
So is there a Christy with us now?
There's a ditch right here. If I step forward, I'm falling over.
Whoever is that's still with us, would you be able to set one of the balls off that we've laid on the floor? Could you move it, pass through it, touch it in some way? Guys, I don't know, it's not really showing on the screen that I can see, but as we look towards the distance now, but he's starting to get a little bit foggy. So he's starting to mist up. And we were told about the mist.
Appreciation.
Appreciation. Well, we appreciate anything that you can do for us. If you can show us that you're here.
Maybe you could light up one of the balls. All you have to do is touch it.
We'll touch one. Touch one. H is doing it now.
It lights up.
If you could do that for us, just touch one of them. There's 4 there. It's really strange. We get a lot of activity on the EMF. Then all of a sudden a lot of stuff comes through and then it goes really quiet.
Oh, they're fireworks. I
Yeah.
wondered what that banging noise was, but I can see little sparks in the sky. So by the red light. You won't be able to see it on the
Is there
camera.
anybody still with us right now? If so, please come forward. Please communicate with us. We mean you no harm. We're here as friends. That's gone as well.
It's like losing energy, kind of. Everything's just gradually stopping.
It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. No, nothing. Gone.
Each time it comes back, it feels like we're talking to someone new.
So I'll ask again, is there any spirits with us here now that are able to communicate with us, that would like to communicate with us? And if so, would you please do so? If you could, please show yourself. That's what we want to see. We want to see visual evidence. If you don't have the energy to do that,
You could maybe light up one of the balls, make up the EMF go up to red.
we have got balls on the floor. There's 4 balls dotted about. They're clear balls, and if you touch one of them, it'll make them light red and blue. You simply need to touch it, push it, move it, throw it, anything you want to do. Or I do have another device in my hand. So we've got footsteps over there then.
Don't demonstrate it this time because you will scare me.
I won't lie to you.
So it's not said anything for ages. Okay, thank you.
Can you
What?
maybe tell us your name so we know who we're talking to, please?
You're okay here.
Thank you very much. We're not here trying to cause damage like other people obviously have. That's not what we're here doing.
What they've done is not as nice thing.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. It's going up to red again now.
Kind of is. When we were at Davos, we kept getting taken to that one grave that was fallen over. Like,
Edwardian.
Edwardian. Was the Edwardian era in the 1800s? No.
It's not the 1890s.
No. Was that the Victorian?
She killed.
Say it again.
See, that's the second time I said that.
It's kind of repeating the same phrases.
So, who are we actually talking to? Could you give us your name again, please?
$1700s.
It's
Not relevant.
another century it's named. So what have you had?
I mean, I'm not saying that.
1400s?
I'm not saying that there isn't anything relevant here from that time, because obviously the land was here.
Just everything we've looked at
This
is
is
not.
the reason we're here, and specifically in what is an abandoned cemetery.
I'm walking around you.
You
Okay,
said you heard
I
footsteps
believe that
earlier.
because I keep hearing what sounds like footsteps
You are
around us.
unique.
What did it say?
You are unique. Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment. I keep hearing what sounds like footsteps around us.
I mean,
And
that could be me
it's
moving my
just
feet
come.
around.
No, not next to me, right
Oh.
over there. And over by them bushes.
See, I don't keep hearing noises over there. I'm hearing them to the right.
Wife.
Wife. Are you saying that you were somebody's wife? Are you with your wife? Are you looking for your wife? Could you give us more context, please?
Be fearful.
Be fearful. Were you scared of your wife? Is it your wife that killed? It's not a story I'm aware of. Like I say, the century that you gave us isn't one that we're down here for, but if you'd like to come forward and communicate, we're more than happy to do so.
Anne.
Anne. So is your name Anne, or is your wife's name Anne?
Belittle.
A little. To put someone down, to make them feel small. Well, there was an Anne on one of these, wasn't there?
I think I remember the name Anne. Oh my god, I almost fell
It's
over.
not that one.
Is it the one behind?
There's definitely an Anne.
Can Anne be short for another name? Oh my god, yeah. Mary Ann Bevis. Charles Robert Bevis. They seem like, yeah, husband and wife. And then
Yeah.
Herbert James.
This is all the right time frame as well.
Do you want to move the stuff here?
I mean, you can, if you want to. We're literally on our last lot of stones. Go and grab the stuff and bring it here.
On my own.
Hey, I'm literally like 10 foot away from you.
I know, but still. I'm like in the middle of the place. Oh my god, there's a slug. I have retrieved the items.
You're surrounded by love.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
nice to hear.
It's a very nice thing to hear.
What is that?
What?
That?
Queenie. It's obviously what the nickname
The
was.
bug? Queenie could have been like a nickname.
No, it would have been that's what's there.
Oh.
But she was known as.
I can't exactly put it on the top of this one because it's put a point. So I'm just going to have to put all four in front.
That's fine. As long as they're all in view. So is this the headstand that you want us to come to?
Injected. My death was horrible.
That is going mental now.
Okay. So how and why was your death horrible? Are you saying you were injected?
It's
Major.
like a big kind of...
Terrible.
Okay.
Like,
Can you give us any more information? A good spirit. Guys, I don't know if you can see this. Move your torch. The EMF's going crazy again.
what did that say?
The lady attacks people.
Keeps referencing like a woman that's... Oh my god, that scared me then. It was
It's
the
gone
car.
off.
Now it's going off again. Like when we looked away, you know.
I screamed.
Look what's on these ones.
Hmm?
See what's on these ones. I've got to be really careful now, guys, because we're right on the edge of the road.
Yeah, you can't really shine the lights. Read that.
Mary and Arthur. Can't read that one at all.
There's no others around here.
We go back to this one then. See, it's not going off again.
When we're coming back
Witness.
towards...
Witness. What do you mean by witness? Did you witness something? Do you want us to witness something?
Bang.
I mean, the car door just went... Did it mean like a gun?
No idea.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that you have been communicating with us.
I'm trying to shine this a bit lower now because we are by the road.
It's gone off completely. If you're still with us, could you light one of the cat balls up for us? One of the clear balls on the floor. Go on.
Thank you, and it's
Yeah.
ended.
Is there anybody still here with us right now? If there is, please use the devices that we've placed on the floor, or the one that I have in my hand, to communicate with us. Please come forward. We're friendly, we mean you no harm. That's crazy.
It literally has. It's all stopped. All I can hear is noises over there by the exit.
That's mental.
We had thank you, and then it's just stopped. It's like done talking.
Do you not feel as though we've been led through the graveyard again?
No, we have.
Well, we started right at the very back where we knew the building was. At the very last headstone. We were asked to go left, which we did. He described sitting, and there's a memorial bench there. Then we started to walk towards the next section, and we were told fell, malicious,
What is this?
and that gravestone is been tipped over.
And then it said Anne. We checked this one. It has Anne.
This one
on.
has the name Anne on there. We've come round to here, and as we've come round to here,
It's all just
we've
stopped.
had a lot of different stuff come through. Nothing's coming through on this Spirit Talk now. This is really strange. It's just said thank you so much, and that's it. It's just gone.
Literally. That's only going off now because I've got a phone in my pocket and I am like...
So the EMF was going absolutely crazy while these answers were coming through, and then it's just completely stopped.
Can't
It's
pick it
now
up.
going off again, but that's because Harriet's right next to it with a phone in her hand.
Literally. I can hold it away from the phone, but I think that will still keep going off because of my phone. That is actually crazy though.
I mean, this place isn't massive, so it's not somewhere that we were planning to spend
Like ages at.
multiple hours anyway, but we've just been cut off completely.
It's like, thank you, we're done
Yeah.
talking. We've communicated enough.
Thanks for your time, we're going, bye.
Oh, there's one still going off.
For any of the spirits that are here that have communicated with us, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Yeah, I understand that this is a place of rest and that you may want to be left to do so. So we'll respect your wishes, and we'll call it a day and head off.
Thank you for communicating with us.
If there is anyone with us right now, you aren't able to come with us, you must remain here. This is your place of rest, not where we're going to.
Oh, back on a path. I don't feel like I'm going to keep falling
Yeah, Elaine,
over.
I would say that. Like every grave we went to, we were getting different names or different stories coming through. But everything that we were sent towards is relevant. So
I think
it
I
was.
just stepped on a snail.
It's been an interesting one tonight in terms of the relevance of all the answers that have come through. So we are Now back at the gate. We're going to start heading back towards the car now.
Oh,
So, like I say, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in and being with us again. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, let me turn my light off.
I'm gonna blind
I'm going to
everyone.
blind everyone right now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Turn that one down.
How'd you turn it down?
Press the button again. Hold on, guys.
I've got Connor's torch. Turned it down.
Right, that'll do.
There we go.
So, guys, thank you ever so much for watching us again. We really appreciate it. As we said last Wednesday, we can't thank you enough for everyone that shared our page, followed us, liked us, and continues to do so. It makes it all worthwhile what we're doing, because we set out just to literally do what we like doing, and it's we never expected it to be like this. So thank you ever so much. It's really appreciated. I mean, I've enjoyed tonight. I think it's been quite a good one.
There's not been anything that negative.
No, it's not like last week. It was a completely different feel last Wednesday. So
I think we needed a bit of a break from that.
But honestly, guys, thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. We're going to try and venture up the
Country roads.
country roads again now to get back to the car, and we'll head off home tonight, and we'll be no cows either. No,
I'm very grateful for there not being cows.
there are farmers' fields all around here, so they are around.
Could have been.
Not here. So, but thank you ever so much. We really appreciate it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed doing it. We will be back out again, possibly in a couple of days. Definitely be back out on Wednesday, because that's when we always go out. But again, it is completely signal dependent on this island. It's so bad for signal. It really is. Like I say, I'm using my third choice phone tonight, because this isn't both of the phones have got nothing.
Literally the last resource we had.
So we've got one bar of signal on this phone, and that's it. So luckily it stayed on tonight, and we've been able to do the live. So we said we were going to do multiple lives, and that's what we're planning on doing. So I will put notifications on the page, guys. Keep a lookout for them. We are going to try and do another couple if we can, but we'll definitely be out Wednesday regardless. So if we can do another couple, we will do. But thank you for watching this one. I'm Ian.
I'm H.
With Paranormal State of Mind.
Let's do this.